All right, so from matters to do with fashion design, we want to go to fashion in itself when you talk about the runway. And with us since today, we have fantastic young people all the way from Machakos, so better known as Massachusetts. Yeah. Remember, you can be part of this discussion using our Twitter hashtag. The hashtag is the hashtag Good Morning Kenya. At KBC Television is the official station handle. Our individual handles as well at Jane Mamboy, at Ramaguko, and at Ray Manyara. And just let me just rope them in. I'll start with the only man on set, or at least on this side of the divide. We have Edward Ndari. He is one of the co-founding members of the Macha Fashion Night crew. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
And the beautiful lady to the extreme left, she is Purity Letitia Mwangeli. She is also the other co-founding partner of Macha Fashion Night crew. Karibuni.
Thank you.
From Massachusetts. See Machakos? No.
The only place to be, you understand? Yeah?
You guys have your own version of Hollywood, Ni Macha Wood.
Yes.
Any Macha is just on another level, but it's all good. And thank you guys for just being with us this morning, making time to come here in studio to just talk about matters fashion.
Sure.
Before we even go further, there's a hashtag that for an event that is coming up, yeah? I'll let the lady give us, and our viewers can also continue just following it and checking what you guys have planned for the weekend.
Our hashtag is Miss University Machakos 2019.
Miss University Machakos 2019. So get onto Twitter, check out that hashtag, comment if you have anything that is constructive criticism. Don't just hate for no reason. Go there, check them out, see what there will be an event that will be happening this Friday. So we will be giving you the details of that as we proceed on with the interview. So Karibuni Tina once again. Before we get to, we have models on the other side of studio. So today, trust and believe, Kuna Wakamoto. Today on Lifestyle. So we just want to get to know a bit more about of what the Macha Fashion Night crew is all about. Let's start with the name. Mbona mnajiita Macha Fashion Crew? Fashion Night Crew.
Tunajiita hivyo because actually the first event we ever did ya fashion, it was called Machakos Fashion Night. And so from the hype that was created around that event, and there were so many people tweeting about the event, and so we thought that that was a big, one of the biggest publicity stunts that we could be able to pull as far as now identifying ourselves is concerned.
Yeah.
And so we just thought of going with that. But initially, as we were starting, we even didn't have a name. It was just Purity and Edward, and that was it.
So after that, gigas are like, you know, let's say Macha Fashion Night.
Yes, yes.
And that way the name stuck.
Yeah, and our initials are MFN.
Yeah.
When you check our logo, we have two main colors. That's green and orange. Basically, green is life. Orange shows out the aspect of brightness.
Yeah.
So we want to bring that livelihood and brightness in Machakos County.
We
Yes.
also have the sun rising on Good Morning Kenya. You know? Yes. All right.
Some bit of orange on your logo.
Yeah, the sunrise.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
So when was MFN, put together as, an entity? When was it birthed? Let me hear from you.
2017.
2017.
Yeah, for me it was just an idea, and I was meeting Edward because he used to run entertainment industry in Machakos County. For me it was just an idea to bring the fashion aspect in Machakos County. So we met up and he had the same idea. So we came up. Yes.
Mumepatana
Ndio
kabisa.
hapo.
tunatembea kwa njia moja.
Yeah. So when you guys met, you saw your ideas on the same table, but
Yes.
why Machakos?
Specifically because one, and it's not bragging, as far as this country is
Just
concerned.
saying.
Let me just say it, because anyway, that's how it is.
Yes.
As far as the entertainment industry is concerned,
Yeah.
the highly rated area where most of the entertainment stakeholders want to invest their money in is Machakos, bearing in mind the Machawood aspect and also ile story yenyewe inaenda ku happen Macha. So
Can I happen, Macha?
as in, with all that hype on the ground, then we thought now this is the only place we could be able to grow in a very fast way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Na Macha ni home anyway.
And also the government is doing a fantastic job,
Yes,
just propelling Machakos County forward.
Sure.
So when you guys were putting together the Macha Fashion Night crew, what was the idea that you were looking to really drive when it comes to fashion and modeling in Machakos County? Let me start with you, Letitia.
We want to grow Machakos County in the aspect of fashion. Okay, in the past years, we haven't had anything going on about fashion in Machakos County, but we thought, why not?
Really?
Yes.
Na venye producer one of my directors Ben unasemanga tu Machakos hivi. It's like he goes into a fix doing Machakos this, Machakos that.
Yes.
But fashion was a bit wanting.
Yes.
It wasn't as appreciated.
Yes.
Yeah.
But right now, after we came up, wow, it's doing well.
You are seeing some change.
Yes.
Edwin.
A very serious change has been noticed. Okay, as she said, initially there wasn't much that was happening as far as fashion is concerned.
Yeah.
Definitely in the entertainment scene there was so much that was happening. Mainly the film, because now that is where the idea of our governor was mainly. But now fashion was a bit dragging behind. But now we thought that hii issue venye hakuna story ya fashion inaendelea, then how exactly can we be able to spur the rise of fashion in Machakos? And then we thought that now, you know, it doesn't start with the entire team, that everybody, it starts with one person, the one person shares the idea with the other, the other shares with the other. And so as we're speaking now, the MFN crew is big.
Yeah.
We are having, we are a committee of around 15 people.
Nice.
And we're still growing. Yeah. So pole pole too.
You have seen the progress over the years. You know, it's been
Yes.
worth the while.
Exactly.
Now, you guys have been on for slightly more than 2 years now.
Yes.
Checking into the 3rd year very soon. Now, what are some of the challenges that you guys can say, "Nyo, hii imekuwa ngumu roho safi," but we have braved him through and through?
Yes. When we started the Machakos Fashion Night event, our first edition, which was in 2017, wow, it wasn't that easy like to get out there and have a very successful event.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, we were discussing with him and we were saying like the event that we're doing right now compared to our first event, at least now this is just a go through, like compared to our first event, it was very, very stressful.
Yeah.
Yes, to do the event, having to bring brands, sponsors, partners to the event was tough.
It was tough.
Yes.
If I can just remember, we were having actually that discussion yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we were asking ourselves questions about how it was then and how it is now in
Now,
terms
yeah.
of planning.
Yes.
Because I remember at that time when we were planning the Machakos Fashion Night on 3rd of March 2017,
Yeah, unakumbuka hadi
I
date.
remember the dates and
Yes.
everything. It was hectic.
Yeah.
Yes.
On a day like this, we were having a deficit of around 500,000 that we needed to look for
And
to make sure
how
the
many
event,
days was, you know, to the event in itself?
2 days to
2
the
days.
event.
2 days and you're half a
Yes.
million short?
Yes.
My guys.
I know.
That is how difficult
Yeah,
it
it was
was.
tough. Yeah.
But one thing we are proud of as we're speaking today
Yeah.
is that now this year's edition, things have just been flowing.
Yeah.
People have been calling, you guys are the same guys who did MFN1? Yes.
Yes.
The media houses, as in it has just been a walk in the park.
Yeah.
The sponsors, we're receiving calls from people from other counties that want to be part of this event. And at least that shows that there has been growth.
Yeah.
That shows people are now seeing something as far as what we are doing is concerned. And it's a plus for me as a person. And I'm very sure it is a plus for her because
Very true.
this is something we've discussed. And
All this energy and time is not going to waste.
Yeah,
not
it's
going to
not,
waste.
definitely.
So your first gig was in 2017?
Yes.
Yes.
In 2018, you didn't do any gig.
we didn't.
Yeah.
We did a very small thing that we can't call it a gig. It was more of just a meet and greet with the fashion designers and also the models. So it's just that by then we were not ready for such an event.
Yeah.
So we thought, but we could not go the entire year without doing anything.
Yes.
So you also took the time to just learn the ropes,
Yes.
know the business in itself. Because did any of you come with that, you know, events planning background? It was just passion, and you know, we will learn along the way.
Personally, I was doing events. I have been supporting the Machawood team in planning the different events the county government has been doing. So I've learned a lot, and I want to appreciate my CEO, that is Mr. Muniafu, Victor. he's really supported me through the entertainment journey and through the events planning journey.
Yeah.
He's mentored me and he's showed me a number of things on how to plan events.
Yeah.
So for me, it wasn't a new thing as such. That is as far as I'm concerned. But as far as Purity is concerned, she can as well tell us about how it was for her.
Your background before you even got to being part of Elephant Crew.
Okay, for me, I used to model. I used
Yeah.
to go on runways. I used to do pageantry. So after a couple of years of going to the runways, I thought like maybe I should start training models, because they used to approach me and tell me, oh, we admire how you walk. Can you teach us how to walk? And I started training models in Machakos. That's where, like he said, that's where we met in Substance Studio.
Yeah.
So after that, I thought like, wow, I should now grow
Yeah.
to something different, like organizing the whole thing and maybe impacting
Yeah.
different lives at a whole large
At a
thing.
larger
Yeah,
scale. So you guys took most of 2018, you know, just learning the ropes, learning the business, creating contacts, Ninini networking.
Yeah.
So when you look back at the first gig and what you did, Ninini, you guys see that we actually did that wrong. Like, what were we thinking? You know?
The planning itself was wrong. We entered into wrong partnerships. Unajipata mtu last minute.
Yeah.
Somebody, there's a, okay, I can't mention them, but there's somebody who promised us they were going to do us the hair and the makeup for the models and all that. The person didn't turn up. So you are in the event, the ladies don't have the makeup. You have to look for the makeup from, as in,
Backup.
just, yeah, from, I don't,
Just
not even
wherever.
backup. I don't know how to call it, but
Backup your backup. your
yeah, backup, yeah, backup, yeah, backup. So that is something that really worked against us on that day.
Yeah.
Also, we were, unlike this one, which is a pageantry, the other one was a fashion night.
Yeah.
And a fashion night, the models are expected to be paid. We didn't have money. So it brought out so many issues around models who are not paid, sijui nini, 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 and
Yeah.
all those. So I always say those were the wrong moves we made.
Yeah.
And that is why now we thought of that we should sit down and re-strategize and think of like something that at the end of the day, when we're done with this event, it will leave a mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything that you look back and you're like, what?
For me, it's just the same. Like the planning was just hell.
Kabisa.
Because we were working at a zero budget. And you can just look at a bigger picture of an event
Yeah.
and at a zero budget. So it was hell.
So planning and poor financial planning
Yes.
as well, event
Yes.
planning as a whole, and the financial bit of
Very
it.
true, yeah.
So at least you took that step back and you actually realized, like, oh, wait, if somebody is going to commit, they actually have to commit physically. You
Yes.
could be having some form of physical commitment.
Yeah.
Did you have contracts by then? I'm looking to word of mouth.
Nothing, word of mouth. And I think another thing we went wrong was timing.
Yeah.
We planned the event in a very short time,
Ah.
like in a month. So that was, yeah, I would say now the whole thing of planning was
So
not good.
poor event planning,
Yes.
poor financial strategies, and as well as, you know, the timing
Yes.
that you guys took, you know, to just organize the whole and put it together.
Yes.
So now here you are, a year, 2 years down the line, you have definitely learned from your own
Yes.
mistakes,
Yes.
and that is the best way to learn. You know,
Sure.
ukiona
Yeah.
mtu mwingine, you don't feel the impact as such, but wewe ukipitia,
Yes.
you
Experience
learn
is the
proper.
best
Best
teacher.
teacher, yes.
And you can attest to that.
Yes.
So now here we are in 2019. You
Wow.
guys are organizing
Yes.
another big event for Machakos County.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about that. Let me hear from the lady.
Wow, this is Miss Universities, Machakos County, 2019. The event is happening on 5th, this coming Friday,
Yeah.
at Chaka Hotel. We're going to be crowning the next Mr. and Miss Machakos University County. And we've brought up 7 different institutions from Machakos County
Okay.
who are going to take part in this competition. Right now we had the auditions on 23rd, and the main event now we have now 21 contestants.
That have been shortlisted.
Yes,
Okay.
who have been shortlisted already. They're going to compete for the crown. Yes.
And they have represented all the 7 institutions that
Yes.
you know have registered for the pageantry. It will be a
Sure.
pageantry competition in,
Yes.
in Machakos County,
Yes, yes.
involving the institutions of higher learning. Now, how have you guys even tried to just involve partners and especially the county government, because it's a county affair.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys are targeting a larger geographical area for you, you know. So how have you even tried to involve, you know, different partners, the county government as a whole, to just help, you know, bring Machakos County to the limelight in regards to fashion and pageantry in itself?
Allow me to address on that. Again, this name, Mr. Muniafu, will never skip maybe a sentence on something. He's a guy who's been very supportive.
Yeah.
So when we shared with him this idea, he's currently the CEO, that is the Chief Officer for Tourism. He was then the Chief Executive, the CEO, that one. He was the CEO by then of Machawood, but he just got a promotion the other day to being the Chief Officer of Tourism. So when I shared with him about this event, he told me, Edward, come, we will support you. And for sure, the county government has given us the goodwill, because when you go out there and people realize that this is an event that even the county government is involved, it becomes a plus for you. So we appreciate the department, the entire Department of Tourism. We actually had a meeting with them, Juicy, and they were discussing this event, which is a plus for us. And I was actually telling our models the other day that there's nothing as special as being in an event that even the county government recognizes. That shows they're supporting it, and it's a plus for you even as a contestant, that at least you are in a something that at least you can say, even ukipata your certificate kwamba I contested in a county event, not just an event that has been organized by just people from nowhere, but at least people who are recognized in one way or another. So we are partnering with the Department of Tourism in terms of planning, and they've given us some staff that are supporting us, and they also gave us the county government sound, so it's also a plus for us.
And you know, this is what we're talking about when it comes to just helping your county grow. It starts with the little things. You know, you don't have to like give them shikandoi pesa enda. Give them something that is worth the while, that will go a long way in just helping propel the project that these young people are trying to get out there. Because you know, we are complaining about youth unemployment or youth in crime, doing all these negative things, yet here you are doing such a fantastic job with what you have, and you have involved the county government to just, you know, show your efforts that, yo, we are here. Listen to us. We also are doing something worthwhile. So why did you decide to, you know, just do a university's pageant?
Oh, it goes without saying, here we're looking at beauty and brains. Now that they're in school, they're just about the brains, they're studying. So why can't we put this together and come up with something even better? Like even after school, they can get into business. You know, modeling can also be a business. It can also be a business. So like we brought these two aspects together to grow both the students and the county as well.
All right. And we actually have some models on the other side of studio. We will be getting to them in a moment to just see a bit of what to expect on Friday. You know, they're going to be rocking the runway, showing us what they got. So my girls and gent, Jitarisheni, we are coming to you in a moment. So just remind us the hashtag that you guys are using on Twitter to, you know, get the word out there.
Hashtag Miss University MKS 2019.
Hashtag Miss University, Miss Uni.
University.
University as a whole?
Yes.
Hashtag
MKS.
Miss University MKS 2019.
Yes.
You know, that's how you can find them on Twitter. And you know, so far, the event is just a couple of days away. Is there any form of, you know, still part of the planning that, you know, you guys are still looking for sponsorships and, you know, assist in any way that, you know, maybe our viewer out there could be able to assist, just propel the pageant as a whole forward?
Yes, we are still looking for more partnerships. We are trying to think of an aspect of how exactly we can bring out the continuity of this event. So we are looking out to organizations that are running youth projects that we can be able to engage these young people so that at least within this 1 year, it's not just about the winner, but we were thinking about how exactly we can move with the entire team. So if there's any organization mainly that is running activities that are youth pro from Machakos County, or maybe they want to come to Machakos County and run activities, probably we can think of how exactly we can partner so that they can also involve these young people in their projects as their brand ambassadors or something of that sort. But we're also still looking for the financial support. I know there are so many other people who are watching us.
Yeah.
And probably you'd wish to be part of this event in one way or another, mainly financially, because we are also still looking for how exactly can we award the winners in a better way. Yes, we already have slotted awards for them. But
there's room for more.
There's room for more, so that immediately this person gets out of this place, they can at least say, for sure, I was appreciated. I love the aspect of appreciating art because I'm a living example. Mimi, I've never applied for a job that kazi yenye nilisomea. I've done business management, but sijai apply kitu kama hiyo. Throughout, I've been through art. The life I live, what I eat, is purely art.
Yeah.
And I'd wish that these models also live such a life.
Yeah.
So that we just, as she's mentioned about the aspect of beauty and brains, let us also try and shun this issue. Most of our parents think that it's just about education. Yes, education is important, but there's that daughter of yours, there's that son of yours that is doing fashion, there's that one that is in entertainment industry. Can we see how exactly we can support them? That's it.
All right, so we need to do more in terms of even just supporting the arts and creative industry here in Kenya. But just looking at how it is at the moment, you just mentioned the way, for most of our parents, wakisikia, oh, una model, oh, una DJ, even for some being a presenter, like kuongea tu, they don't really appreciate what, goes into that. Why do you think that is still, why is it such a problem, especially for our older generation?
For me, I think it's because it has been done the wrong way.
Yeah.
Most of the young people get into entertainment with misplaced goals. So they get into it thinking that it's a place to maybe become socialites. Most of the models, they just want to have that public image or something of that sort. But for us, we're advocating for bringing out the business aspect of your art. So if only we all started educating our communities about the business aspect, then trust you me, the communities will embrace that. But because we, as the creatives, have painted a different picture to the community, it is a high time that we should go back to the communities and tell them, no, it's not about just entertainment. It's not just about the show aspect, like that visibility, kuonekana, like mini celeb and the hype and all that. But it's about how better can it be done for it to bring food on the table. That is what the parents are looking at. Mzazi anangojea ukienda kwa hiyo fashion the runway, when you're coming back with a packet of milk, trust you me, they won't ask questions. But when you're coming back, yes, umekuja tu na uceleb, but there's nothing you bringing back, you're like, you're wasting time.
Umekuja an exposure.
Exactly.
Yes.
Your thoughts?
Like he's just said, we need to put out there the business aspect of the art.
Yeah.
Like personally, when I started doing fashions and modeling, my mom was so against it. But right now, 2 years down the line, my mom is so supportive.
Number one supporter?
Yes, because I've shown the business aspect of it all. Yes, it's
You
not
can
about the
make a
glamour, it's
living.
not about exposure. No, the business aspect of it.
And I think that's also the creatives are also part to blame, because you just go just squeeze into Instagram. You just go to show off the glitz and the glamour, and at the end of the day, you're living such a totally different life. You end up being depressed. Ultimately, suicide becomes an option, and it's actually a double-edged sword. So I think it needs to start with even with the creative industry, to just show people that yo, I am an artist and I can make a living out of this art, out of this talking, out of these long legs, out of this long slim face, out of this body. I can make a living, a decent living out of it, not being a professional socialite. Remember the hashtag that they are using for this event that will be happening on the 5th of April, that is this Friday, is hashtag Miss University MKS 2019. It will be happening at the Chaka Hotel in Mayekos, better known as Massachusetts. It's just featuring all the, institutions of higher learning in Machakos County. 7 so far are in the competition. 21 contestants will be participating in the event. Remember, this is the first edition of Mr. and Miss Machakos University, Machakos County
Miss Universities, Machakos County.
Mr. Pia Koapo, but you get the idea. All right, so I think our models are getting ready, so we will be coming to you in T-minus 4 minutes. So munaweza anza kusimama hapo. I understand there's a way you're supposed to stand. The way your back is supposed to be, some of us. You know, they say when models work with a purpose. Wengine wetu tunatembeanga tu ni kama tumetumwa. So we have 3 models on the other side of studio. We'll be having Gladys Kahuho. Gladys Kahuho is one of the model coordinators, as well as Joshua Mutunga. They are the 2 who are coordinating our models on the other side of studio. Now, the models themselves, will be having Phoebe Wanjogu from Machakos University. We'll also be having Elizabeth Nzilani from Uzuri College, still in Mayakos, and of course Jessie Ohon from Scott University. So 2 ladies and a gent on the other side of studio, and the first one to take the runway, we have Miss, drum rolls please, Phoebe Wanjogu right there on your screen. You can now strut. Go for it. I am Nana Mpenzi mtazamaji. Huyo ni Phoebe Wanjogu kutoka Machakos University in that beautiful beige dress. She will be one of the contestants who will be participating, or rather contesting for the Miss University Machakos title come Friday night. Look at her. Hiya. Way. All right. There we go. That is a Phoebe Wanjogu. All right, we will be getting them a mic in just a minute to just get to interact with them. We have the next model checking in right there. Anashika di kiuno na style. Huh? Okay, that is Elizabeth Nzilani in the beautiful black dress with a silver detail by the shoulders. Yeah, Twende Kazi, show us what you got. All right, there we go. Hiya, way, hiya. That is Elizabeth Nzilani from Uzuri College. She will also be one of the contestants who will be taking the runway come Friday at the Chaka Hotel in Machakos County. Hiya, there we go. Look at that. Hiya, unashika kiuno na style. Wengine wetu tumezoea kushika 6. All right, we now have the gent who will be taking stage in 3, 2, 1. There we have the only man who is running, strutting the runway. He is Jessie Ohon from Scott University. And we are Rudy take 2. There we go. Hadi akitembea akiangalia nyuma, anatembea na papas. There we go. That's Jessie Ohon from Scott University in Machakos County. He'll also be one of the gents who will be participating in the competition Friday night at the Chaka Hotel in Machakos County for the title of Mr. University Machakos County. Now, those are just 3 of the models that, you know, will be taking part during the competition. We just want to have all 3 of them. If you guys don't mind, just simameni hapo. Najua kuna ile final run ya mwisho. Enye munaenda mnapiga roundabout alafu mnarudi mnasimama hapo. Ni venye hatuna numbers. Yes. All right, so as they prepare to do that final walk, remember, these are some of the fantastic young people who are choosing to do something with what they have, the gift that you have. What are you doing with your talent? Are you just sitting there and saying, hakuna kazi? Are you? You know, if you can model, go ahead and try it. You know, you do not need much to be able to just utilize the talents and gifts that you have been blessed with. All right, so there they are. We just want to get to hear from their voices, you know, from the skills. We just want to hear their voices as well. So from the left in the black dress, that is Elizabeth Nzilani from Uzuri College. At the center, we have Phoebe Wanjogu from Machakos University. And to the right of your screen, we have Jessie Ohon. So we just want to hear from them briefly about, you know, what they think about this whole gig. So we'll start with Elizabeth, and you're on a microphone. Hi, Liz.
Hi.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
How are you feeling this day?
I'm feeling blessed. How are you?
I'm good. Una feeling this one rehearsal ama nile the real deal? Yeah? We're also giving you practice kidogo.
Yeah.
So why did you even enter the competition? First of all, tell us your name, your full name once again, and your university, and maybe what you're studying.
Thank you. My name is Elizabeth Nzilani from Uzuri College. I take fashion and design.
All right, fashion and design. So it's in line with what you are, you are studying. So how did you even hear of this competition?
Well, I would say that the marketing team did a very good job because they reached us. And nowadays it's very easy because we have the internet, social media, and they even took the extra step of coming to our schools
So
personally.
they came to school.
Yeah.
All right, you were able to sign up. How was the whole even signing up process? Walikuwa na ubaguzi?
No, not really. It
Yeah?
was open to everyone. Yeah.
Good stuff. So for the other guys, from your school who have, signed up, what can you tell them in regards, being part of this competition and hopefully winning it? Mupeleke title shule yenu.
I would say this is a nice platform. It's a great pleasure to be here, and I would urge everyone, if you just get the chance, just try your luck because you never know.
All right, and maybe to our parents back at home, when they don't think that modeling can be a career as a whole. What would you like to just tell them in regards to just appreciating the arts industry, the arts and creative industry?
To all parents out there, I would like to tell you, just support your child. Whether he or she wants to do modeling, fashion, music, DJ, anything, just support them because you never know where their talent or luck lies in.
Yeah, basi. There we have it. That is Elizabeth Nzilani from Uzuri College. Yeah, basi. We want to go to the next contestant. Amesimama pale kwa guo ya beige. She is Phoebe Wanjogu. Hi, Phoebe.
Hi.
You look lovely.
Thank you.
Karibu sana to Good Morning Kenya.
Asante.
Just go ahead and say hi to the people. Give us your full name and what you are studying and which institution you are in.
My name is Phoebe Wanjogu. I'm at Machakos University, taking Bachelor of Arts Education.
Arts in education. Now, it's a different field from what we are doing right now. What even pushed you to even just decide to go into the modeling modeling side of the divide?
Surprisingly,
Taking fashion design.
Uh-huh.
then I got
It.
but it is just a passion in me.
Fashion design wasn't too easy for me, but modeling was still in me. So
All right. All right, ni kama mic yako imeanza catch feelings kidogo, but we will be sorting that out in a minute. But just from what she has said, she is in the side education.
Yes.
And she also is, doing fashion, and she started by doing. She mentioned fashion. We'll be getting clarifications on that, but she, later on went to something else. Do you feel like this is a good move, especially for the young people, in as much as, yes, your heart is there? Do you think that they should actually, be brave enough to just take that step of faith? Tuanze na wewe.
Okay, yeah, I think it's a brave, depending on you, the passion you have in you.
Yeah.
And, everything begins with yourself. Yes. And if this is what you sit down and say, like me, this is what I want to do. Yeah, I don't see any harm in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I support that 100%.
Yeah.
That is an exact replica of what I am. I said I did business management, but it was never in me. Today I'm doing the issues to do with entertainment because now that's where my whole life
That is where your heart is.
So I support it.
Yeah.
It is a good move. It's good for us to encourage the young people to find things that they get satisfaction in.
Yeah.
Rather than being forced into education and probably hata hiyo kushika kalamu kwako ni stress.
Najua
Labda wewe ni mtu wa makasi. Let us go into what we feel like, because that is now where you'll easily make money in something you have passion in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Najua unasemanga degree ya kwanza for most people inakuanga ya wazazi. Unapeleka.
Unamaliza unampelekea.
Unapeleka sasa nifanye changu.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So are we good, Mr. Director, on the other side? All right, we will be still getting to them in a moment. So, it doesn't hurt to, just be open with your parents.
Yes.
Yes.
Talk about it.
Yes.
Don't rebel in the name of nilisikia kwa Good Morning Kenya. Wakisema if I don't want to do this, I shouldn't. No.
Yes.
Talk with your parents. Let them know how you feel, where your heart lies. At the end of the day, they're paying money.
Let me bring in
Masomo
an
si bure.
aspect, a small aspect of an issue I'm running with some other youth back in Machakos, but it's happening in other 6 counties
Yeah.
as far as VSO Kenya is concerned. And there's a research we've been conducting about youth participation, involving the youth in decision making.
Yeah.
And so this is where it comes in handy.
A classic example.
Yes.
you know.
As the youth and also as the adults, we need to get to a level where we can sit together and discuss issues and bring out the pros and cons of each aspect and say, this is how I want to be engaged as a young person. This is how the adults should support us as young people. That issue of youth participation is very important.
Being part
And
of
now-
that
yes.
decision-making process.
Exactly. And now this is where exactly the issue about talentpreneurship comes in. Because if, I'm very sure, if most of the young people are asked questions about what exactly they want to be part of, they'll tell you different answers.
Yeah.
But because they are not engaged, they are not even asked questions about what exactly they want to do, they end up getting into wrong careers. So let us learn to associate the young people, and also let us learn to engage them in the right way so that we
Involving
get
them.
the right things that they have passion in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole decision-making process.
Exactly.
You know, we're talking about, you know, the youth are not being involved, they're not being as active, they're being lazy, yet they're not being involved. People who are not youth are making decisions on their behalf. And you know, this youth category that we have right now is, you know, in a bit of a confused state, because we have seen the older generation and we're also witnessing the techie generation come into play. So we have experienced both sides of the divide,
Yes.
and these ones can't fully speak for us, and these other ones can't fully understand
Sure.
Yes.
where this category stands. Well, you need to start involving the youth in, you know, governance and the whole decision-making process. All right, so I think our microphone acha catch feelings. Imeshikiliwa na superstar. So we want to get back to Phoebe. So just Phoebe, if you could just take that again, your name, what you are studying, and your school.
My name is Phoebe Wanjugu. I'm studying at Machakos University, and I'm taking Bachelor of Education Arts.
Education arts. You were mentioning something a bit different, kidogo hapo hivi. We didn't quite get it because of the mic. If you just mind going through that again.
Surprisingly, I started by taking fashion design for a whole year. Then I later dropped it.
Why was that?
There was
Roho safi tu, hakuna judgment. It's a judgment-free space.
It's a safe space for
It's
her.
a very safe space. Yeah.
Actually, I chose fashion design because I thought it would get me to the media. I also thought it would get me to the modeling platform. But surprisingly, when I got there was
Yeah.
too much drawing, too much machine. That wasn't what I planned. So I just dropped it.
Huko umepanga kukaa nyuma ya mashine, ulikuwa unadhani toka kwa TV, lakini look at you now.
Yeah,
You are on a
exactly.
breakfast show on the state broadcaster right now.
Yeah.
So you switched to
Bachelor of Art, Bachelor of Education Arts.
education arts. How are you finding it now?
I'm fine with that.
Better?
Yeah.
Hakuna mashini? All right. So why did you even decide to be part of this competition?
I've always wanted to model. So this was the one time that I decided to take a shot. I had many other opportunities, but I didn't feel ready all those other times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you felt this is maybe the time.
Yeah.
The time is right. Maybe I should just take that brave step and, you know,
Exactly.
what's the worst that could happen? You know?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you decided to, you know, register for the competition. How did you even get to know of the competition? We had Elizabeth saying, you know, they came to their school. Social media also was a plus. Was it the same for you guys?
Yeah, social media did a lot of good to me.
Yeah.
Because it's through that I knew about the event, the auditions. And I wasn't sure I would attend, but I said, okay, let me just sign up. I can show up, maybe. But I showed up.
You showed up, and look at you now. You are one of the 21 contestants who
Yeah.
made it to the top. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, sister, now let's say you strut the runway, ushinde, alafu in future uko kwa class unafundisha. One is to your students, teacher, you're a model. How does that even feel for you?
I think it would feel great.
Yeah.
But despite that I'm taking education,
Yeah.
I'd love to do a lot of things. I'm
Yeah.
still not done with the media thing. Yeah, I'm still looking forward to getting there.
Media director wangu anasema ushafika. All right, so we do wish you all the best. Your dreams are valid. Do not let anybody shut you down or stop you.
Thank you.
You set your mind to it, you can get it.
Thank you.
All right? All right, so that is Phoebe Wanjogu from Machakos University. And now to the only gent that we have, you know, in our contestants here in studio, in this studio runway. That is Jesse Ohon. Hi, Jesse.
Hi.
Wagwan. Tunakusikia?
I'm Jesse Ohon.
Uh-huh.
From Scott Christian University.
Yeah.
Taking a Bachelor of Arts in Community Development.
In community development?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So, you are one of the contestants.
Yes.
Why did you join? You know, modeling is not such a male-dominated industry as a whole, but you decided to be part of this competition. Why was it for you?
Personally, in my view, when you look at a young person, a young person has to be vibrant. You have to challenge yourself. You have to take part in competitions. And when I saw this opportunity coming on, it was a chance for me. I see modeling as a way to express your personality, your confidence, builds into your character as a person.
Yeah.
So when I saw this competition coming, I decided to go for the auditions, and luckily, I came out as one of the 7 male contestants. Yeah.
Ulishinda wangapi wenye mlikuwa mmeregister nao shule yenu? Wenye unajua?
Shule yetu tulienda tukiwa qualify wanaume wawili from our school.
Here you are holding the mantle.
Yeah.
Good job, my guy.
Thank you.
So you mentioned that you are studying community development.
Yes.
How do you feel like modeling even plays a role towards what you're even studying, such that ukimaliza shule, you will even carry forward what you're doing with your talent and still be able to just, you know, be part of the community, contribute to, you know, community development in one way or the other?
Yeah. So modeling, like Edward had said, it's not all about modeling. It's also about there's also a business part in modeling. And when you look at our society right now, our community, the main challenge is unemployment. Here I am in school. God willing, someone...
Ukishinda?
Yeah, nikishinda. Ama nikiku-
Yeah.
I can get something.
Yeah.
Then someone, maybe one of the sponsors,
Yeah.
there are opportunities out there during that competition. Someone can support you, God willing. So you have to take the chance. Whenever you get the chance, you have to take it. I'm also encouraging
Models out there.
encouraging them to challenge themselves. Take part in modeling. Modeling has transformed in the years. It was all about ladies, but right now, it's also for the gents, and it's a great opportunity for you to learn. You also learn important life skills through modeling.
All right, and you know they say opportunity dances with those who are on the dance floor already. So, you know, this is an opportunity for this young guy to, you know, meet some guys that he never thought they would be able to meet. I mean, the county government is involved, and this is definitely something that they will come to see, you know, how things, you know, will be fruiting out, the fruition of the whole event. So, you know, we wish you guys all the best. We do hope that you win. Nyinyi wenye mumekuja hapa in studio, we wish you all the very best, but of course we want to see you just mutu tembele one last round, give us one last strut as, you know, as you check out of our stage that is not really there, but you can just, you know, give us one last walk. All right, you can just move back a bit. Munaweza simama tu hapo wote. I think we'll start with Elizabeth. Or with Phoebe, whoever you guys decide. Are you ready? All right. There we go. Hiya. Way. That is Elizabeth Nzilani from Uzuri College, who will be participating in the Mr. and Miss University Machakos County. All right. There we have Phoebe Wanjogu. Such a gorgeous smile right there. She'll also be one of the contestants who will be participating for that title of Mr. and Miss of rather Miss University in Machakos County. And lastly, we have the only gent with us in studio. Is that maroon or burgundy? There we go, Mr. Ohone right there, encouraging other male young youth out there. You know, if you are a man, you don't have to, you know, stick to the stereotypes and saying that you cannot model. You can as well be part of this industry that has room for everyone out there. All right, thank you so much, guys. You guys are fantastic. You guys are awesome. We wish you all the very best. All right, so we will be talking to some of the coordinators that are just helping put this event together. Now, you are part of the organizing crew, but I'm sure you're having even those who are offering those lessons here and there in regards to, you know, how modeling should be taken. Yes. How have you facilitated that? Just because you can't be hands-on all through and through. Yes. How have you facilitated that?
We've given different responsibilities to different guys, and we have a couple of them around here.
We actually have two coordinators on the other side of studio who are setting up just now.
So we have different guys who are taking different responsibilities, and you know, we can be all over. We can be training, we can be planning, we just can be all over. So and so far so good. They're working with us accordingly, and we appreciate their effort.
All right, and you know, the models did say that the online presence was really felt because that's how most of them were even able to know about the gig, despite you guys having gone to their schools. How was that for you? Do you have like an entire team? Kuna online department, kuna planning department, kuna finance department? How is it structured for you guys?
Yeah, there are different departments. As I had mentioned to you earlier, we came with our IT guy, who will maybe, if all goes well, get a chance to speak later on. But I really want to commend his job. He's done a site that is www.missuniversitymks.co.ke. You'll get, if you log into that site, you'll get all the contestants on it. And that platform was initially used for voting. And it reached, we had over around 50,000 people viewing that site, which was a very big plus for us. So I want to appreciate Steve, who was in charge and the one coordinating the entire department of, that is the IT department or the ICT department. That was well done. He's also coordinating our social media, but maybe he'll talk about it himself.
All right.
Then we have another department that deals with marketing. These are two different departments. ICT only serves the information that they need in the public to the marketing team. So the marketing team is led by a guy called Johnny the Wise. He's a comedian.
Johnny the Wise.
Yes.
Oh,
you smile as if you know him.
I like the name. You know, from the name, you get to have an idea of the person.
He'll be one of the hosts. I know Purity will be giving us more information about who exactly will be bringing the house down. But now, let me just speak about Johnny the Wise. He's the one that is coordinating the marketing team. Which is doing so well. He coordinated people who are going to reach out to the schools to make sure that the schools have been served with the letters of participation. He's also the one who's been coordinating our social media, both Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitter. Apart from that department, we have now the department of the models. The guys you'll be speaking to later, that is coordinated by Josh, who's supported by Shesh there. They've been of a great support to us as far as making sure that the models are coming. They started from making sure that the models came up for the auditions. And now the trainings and all that. So they're the ones that are coordinating that. Then we have the team that is in charge of trainings. They started their boot camp yesterday. So they're in the training. The training continues today, and tomorrow it's being done at Chaka Hotel still. So there is a team. It's being led by Mr. Machakos County, Bruce Madeka.
The current?
Yeah, the current Mr. Machakos, Bruce Madeka. And other department, is there any other department that I've left out?
No.
The finance department that is led by Edward himself.
No,
I was just kidding. But anyway, there's the finance department that is also coordinated mainly by our able face of the event. And definitely now the face, the image of the event is a department Because I was talking to her yesterday. We were actually in some meeting and we were like, you know, if she decided to sue us someday and say she never agreed to us using her face on our publicity materials, that could probably work on a very big disadvantage to us.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's allowed us to use her face is something that we really appreciate, and we take that as a department. There's somebody who's in charge of just handling what appears, as in what materials that goes online that has her face. Which ones is she supposed to appear and which ones is she not supposed to appear? So there's a team that is also in charge of that. And other things, we support, all these departments coordinate and they support each other. I want to appreciate two contestants that are not here. They are vying for, they are not vying, they are contesting for this, but they've been very supportive. That is Jamila and Carol.
Yeah.
They really supported when we reached out to them and told them that we wanted to do this event. They actually helped us mobilize the fellow students from the other universities
Get them
for
to
them,
turn up.
for them to turn up for the auditions.
Yeah.
So Jamila, I know you are watching, and Carol, Wamboi, I know you guys are watching. Thank you so much for that support. You did a good job, in as much as maybe you felt like you were not giving it your all, because they were also preparing for the auditions.
They're also
but
taking part.
They did the best.
All right. So Carol and Jamila, kudos to you for, you know, just going over and beyond to just do more for the competition as a whole. So we just want to speak to the two coordinators who are just model coordinators rather, who are just in charge of, you know, the models and, you know, getting them ready for the competition, which will be happening this Friday. It will be in the evening?
Yes.
Yes.
From 6.
From 6 p.m. mpaka che or whatever time you decide
And make
to.
sure you turn up for that.
Tutaongea hiyo behind the scenes. That director amesema atakuwa huko. Huyo kwanza atafurahi sana kwenda. All right, so we just want to cross over to the other side of studio. We have two guests there. That is Joshua Mutunga, the gent right there. He is one of the model coordinators, as well as Gladys Kahuho. She is also a model coordinator. Hi guys. Anza na kusalimia tu watu, salimia nchi, tuambie unafanya nini, uliamka saa ngapi? I'm just joking. How are you?
I'm very fine.
Good. So maybe you can just tell us more about what modeling coordinating is for you.
Okay. First, my name is Gladys Kahuho. I'm a graduate student who will be graduating in December from Machakos University. And kuamka niliamka saa 8 to the journey. And yesterday was for the training. Tulitoka kitu 10.
Yeah.
So you can imagine cooking and everything. So I had to come here.
You know? And
We
you're in
had to get
time.
prepared.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Being a coordinator has made me get exposed to so many things. I've known so many models. First, all the models, I want to say thank you for your cooperation you've given to us as the team. You're so good. You give us the respect we need, and you're so easy. Thank you so much. Something else we do as the coordinators, we make sure the models get everything they need, the training, like the questions they have, we answer them, like, because we have so many categories and stuff, so they need answers for, like, they inquire. That is our work, to make sure they are okay, like, they are comfortable, like, they are fine with the event. Yeah.
By all means possible. Coordinating as a whole.
Yes.
You mentioned you'll be graduating in December.
Yes.
Unasomea nini?
When it comes to that, I'm also doing a different thing apart from being a model.
Yeah.
Doing BSc in Community Resource Management. Yes.
And you feel, you know, your role as a model coordinator is somehow even building to your, you know, you as a person in regards to what you're studying?
Yes, in a way.
Because it has put you in a leadership position.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what we need in the community, because there's so many, like, for now, I'm an empowered woman. Like, the girl child has been uplifted so much, so I feel like I can face the society more powerful than before I was.
Now you say boy child anateta anasema these women are too empowered and we haven't been prepared
That is
for
so
such
true.
power.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
boy child has been forgotten, by the way.
Lakini hatujawasahau hapa. All right, so we want to say hi to Mr. Joshua. Hi Josh.
Hi,
Good morning.
good morning to you.
Karibu sana to Good Morning Kenya.
Thank you.
Maybe you can just start by saying hi and tell us your capacity other than being, you know, a model coordinator?
Okay, my name is Joshua Mutunga. I began as a model, and then I grew. At the moment, I run an agency for the models that is based in Thika, known as RJ Models. And from that, I also do judge fashion events, beauty pageants, and also I do coordinate the models in general.
All right. So you started as a model. Do you feel like the modeling industry has been appreciated as such, especially in Machakos County, where we're having this, you know, pageantry competition that will be happening?
Yeah, sure. The modeling industry has been recognized in Machakos County. Beginning with the first thing, we've been having several events like for the Machakos County. So I can say it's a yes for me. The county and the government also has been supporting the modeling industry. Yeah, at the moment.
All right. So what do you expect of all these contestants that will be coming into play as the model coordinator? What do you expect from them?
The first thing, I'm very happy to work with these contestants. After we did the auditions, the contestants which we have, the 14 females and the 7 males, these guys are guys whom I trust. I'm actually working with them. We began the trainings yesterday, which are supposed to go even for today and also tomorrow. And because I believe in them, I believe that we've got the right people who are ready to contest for these seats. And as I always say, may the best team win.
May the best team win.
Yeah.
Kuna wenye wanasumbua? Wenye wanaleta usta kwa training?
At the moment, I don't have any contestant who has been like a challenge to us.
Yeah.
And I'm very thankful also to the co-founders, that's Edwin and Purity. Actually, they have supported us. And with the coordination that I'm having with my co-partner, that is Gladys, I think we are doing something good. And even at the moment, you have got no any problem to do with the models.
Aye.
Yeah.
Gladys, do you agree with that? Just Sumbwana na models so far?
So far, no any challenge. The models are so good. They are the best team I've ever met because I've also done some other training. I've also judged with him, and they are the best.
All right, so when it comes to coordinating as a whole, what is involved? Ni ile mnawafundisha kutembea, kushika kiuno, kusimama, kuketi. What is involved in the whole, you know, coordinating bit that you do?
For all that, for the training, we have a person who is in charge, Mr. Machakos. The guy is training them for the poses, for the step and turns, for the smiles, the confidence. Step and turn. Okay, the T pose, like for a model pose, there's a pose a model should
step
stand.
And turn.
Yes.
Oh, me mesikia tepeta.
Step and turn.
Okay.
What the models were doing here.
All right.
Yeah. So for them to get trained, it's our work to make sure they are trained. That's what we coordinate everything.
You make sure that they show up, they are where
on
they're
time,
supposed to be.
The attires, the heels, etc.
All right.
Yeah.
What would you say is the hardest bit of, you know, being a model coordinator? Because I'm sure you do not know all of them. You might know a few of them, but you get to deal with, you know, different people, different personalities, different temperaments. At the end of the day, unasikianga pia umechoka. What would you say is the hardest bit of what you get to do?
Expectations from the models. The models have so much expectation. Being a competition, everybody expects to win.
Yeah.
And then when you come, like in the end, not everyone is crowned. So you find the models like, of course they must talk. Some feel challenged. Some feel like they were supposed to be the winners. That's the big challenge I have faced with the models. But we prepare them for the best, because that won't be the end of their competition or runways. There are so many other opportunities that will come for them.
So even in terms of, you know, just them opening up to you in terms of disappointments, especially,
Exactly.
unakuanga shrink for that few, you know, that time that the pageantry is on.
Yeah.
All right, and maybe for you, Josh, maybe the same question would go to you in regards, you know, just the challenges that you have seen, you know, in your coordinating modeling career. You've been a model, first of all, so you would understand, you know, the disappointment that comes with not winning, because you cannot win all the time. But maybe from being a coordinator, what is the one thing that you could say, this has been challenging, but it has helped me grow?
I would like to begin by saying that being a model, and to begin with, the first thing it's disappointment. When you are a model, you expect so many disappointments, maybe from the fellow contestants, or maybe from the head of the contestants, or the guys who are heading the events. And as a model, you must cope up with the challenges, because let's say when you try to listen to someone, definitely you're going to fail. But if you decide to be yourself, follow your own steps,
Yeah.
and at last you trust yourself, I think you're going to make it.
Yeah.
And the next thing, it's about some people face some challenges which are concerned to abuse, because let's say if you're a model and maybe you need to, your wish is to win a certain title for maybe like a county
All right,
or
Joshua,
even a
I'm
university.
being told we're having a bit of issues with the microphone, so we're just going to sort that in a moment, but we can have our models. Muneza and Aputena round 2. Let now market a proper. Eh? By the time you go back to Macha, people will know, hey, yeah, this is the one that I saw on Good Morning Kenya. All right. Now, you guys have mentioned the whole training bit.
Yes.
Does it go on even after this competition, or is just tailor-made for this competition?
This one is specifically for this training and for this particular competition.
Yeah.
But as you've heard Joshua say, he runs an agency that coordinates models and also does trainings for the models. So we are also encouraging these models that these opportunities for the people who we are bringing on board, they should grasp them. So if you realize that maybe you'd want to go the direction Edward and you want something that Edward is doing, follow up to with Edward so that he may initiate you into the same.
Yeah.
And then also for the models, like now the ones who want to get a further training, because 3 days are not enough for a professional kind of training.
Yeah.
So we are advising them to, like Purity never mentioned, but she's a models trainer.
And I'm going to actually
Yes.
get to that bit of, of your professional life.
So she, I've been encouraging these models also to reach out to her. They reach out to Gladys and they reach out to Joshua for the support as far as further trainings are concerned.
All right.
Because this one is tailor-made for this specifically.
Okay. Now, Purity, getting to you, you are a model rather.
Yeah.
You had to get there some way. You had to work your way through. You had to learn. Now, from what you have learned so far, what would you say contributes towards building you and just growing you as a good model?
First, I mentioned this earlier. It's passion. It's something you just wake up and decide, like, this is what I want, and this is how I want it, and then you go for it. Honestly, nothing comes easier.
Yeah.
Especially now in Kenya. I would say like modeling is not so well appreciated compared to America or outside the country. But now you have to, that passion has to lead you and go for what you want. Like you just have to get yourself somewhere. Yes.
All right, so maybe what are some of those personal values that actually helped you just maneuver this journey of being a model? It's not just about being known, knowing how to walk. You also have some values that you live by that help you stay true and stay the course as you model. What would you just advise, especially young upcoming models?
Personally, when I started modeling, I got so many negativities. You'll go somewhere for auditioning and someone just looks at you and tells you you're not even a model product.
You don't look like a model.
Yeah, you don't look like, they're just judging you like how they have just seen you, but they have not got deeper onto what you have. And yes. So like you're going to face lots of negativity when you're out there. You're going to face people are going to reject you. You're going to face rejection. But if you go push on, go for those auditions, get rejected. I was one of the judges during the auditions, and I had girls who were crying after the auditions. They were like, "Why do you hate me?" I'm like, "I don't hate you."
Oh yeah.
It was just so tough for me, and I'm so happy. I'm so glad. Like Phoebe.
Yeah.
It was her first day going for auditions.
Yeah.
And that's what motivates me to see girls who want to have more and more.
Yeah.
Like now I told her, like, you're going on TV, you're doing well. So it motivates me when I see people growing.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many times were you rejected before you even got your first
Wow.
opportunity?
Uncountable.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember one time in Mombasa and I cried like I couldn't eat for a week just because of that rejection. It really hurt me. And I think that was my starting point. And I told myself, now out of this, I'm going to build myself. Yes.
So you really need to go in knowing that it's not an easy road.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Unahitaji kuwa na ngozi ngumu. Yeah.
Yes.
Probably if I may also mention something about kwenda ukiwa ngumu kwa hii industry. The Machakos Fashion Night 2017 ilikuwa na so much hate. Nasikiaga hate. After that is the
From
aftermath.
who,
From
specifically?
bloggers and people from within.
What were they criticizing so much about it?
Specifically about the models having been paid less amount. And you know, nobody ever came to us and asked us, like,
What
exactly,
happened?
what was the challenge and all that. People just went online, and the people you trusted the most, the closest friends you had, are the ones that are actually giving out this information to the bloggers for them to write the stories. And so it was such a difficult moment for us.
Yes.
And actually, I remember we called ourselves for a meeting with Purity, and now we were asking ourselves about, should we really proceed with this vision we are having, or we just let it go? But I got encouraged when she told me, Edward, let us push, let us go for it. It's something, you know, we cannot change what happened, but we can change the future.
can only work
And
for
that is
better.
now the mentality I want to give the models out there, that probably you've been rejected severally. It is something, it's not new to this industry. It has something, it is something that has happened to Purity.
Yes.
And other people, probably also for you, before you got here, you applied several places, and they could tell you, no, you're not the kind of material we want.
Yeah.
But look at you today, you're hosting one of the biggest breakfast shows in
Say
Kenya.
that again.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody should push you to the wall to a point that you feel like, now I don't want to do this anymore. Go for it, because you deserve it.
And you know, just yesterday we were having one of our radio presenters, she's called Angela Mwehake, and she was just talking about how you are your own limit.
Yes.
If you set a limit to yourself, you are the only one who is holding yourself back.
Sure.
Do not let other people's opinions of you become your reality.
Yes.
All right? You are, just break that glass ceiling. I always say, break that glass ceiling. You don't know who built it. It might not be you, but just go ahead and break it. You never know what is on the other side.
Yeah.
All right, so we just want to go back to the other side. Joshua, we are back to you. I understand Mike sasa imeacha issues. I think in a jam, it's not part of this competition. That is fine. All right, so you were telling us a bit about you as, you know, being part of, you have a modeling agency. Yeah, tell us a bit more about that.
Something about RJ Models. This is just an upcoming agency, which is more focused on fashion, apart from the model side. I'm looking forward to working with. I'm looking forward to working in several collections, where we are going to do clothings. I've got my own models, whom I work with, and I've also trained them to on how to do the showcasings in the runway. And also, I do use them at times. Maybe, let's say I do look for gigs for them. For example, let's say when I've got like 2 events that I'm supposed to judge in a day. Of course, there's no way I can do the 2 events the same day, the same time. So I do use some of the models whom I have trained to do that for me.
All right.
Yeah.
And how long does like a proper training, you know, period take? Ni kama kwenda shule, sasa tuko na 2-6-6-6-3-3-3. What's the system for you?
Well, that's not my system like for the government. My system, around 6 months is enough, of which you don't do it like daily.
Yeah.
You do the trainings, let's say on like on a Friday and on a Saturday, like for 2 days in a week.
Okay.
And then because we've got a program that I use, and I'm also based in Machakos, and understand that these guys are in Thika, But the reason why it is in Thika is because most of the businesses which I get, they are in Thika, and the models themselves, they are based from Thika.
Okay.
So the period of the training does not take too long.
Yeah.
Even it's not a must for the 6 months to end. Maybe some of them, they are good at getting what I mean and what I do. So for them, it can go for even like 3 months, and then we are done, and then they begin doing the gigs for me. That's all about Harajai.
All right.
Yeah.
And what do you look for in a model? Are there those basic requirements to just cut across for a female model and a male model?
Well, the very first things.
Starter pack.
Let me begin the female models.
Yeah.
For the female models, of course, I must go for the height. That's the first thing. I should also go for the looks.
And when we talk about the height, how many feet, inches are we talking about?
Probably, let's say around 5'4".
5'4", so I qualify.
Yeah, so you can join me also in the industry. And again, when I mean looks for the female models, you see, like for example, some of the cloth lines, they may ask me for the models to do their gowns, that they showcase them. So when someone goes for these gowns, the designer wants to see how does it come out from this model. Can we really see the kind of a design? So when I mean looks, I think now you understand from the way I've explained it. And the other thing I do go for is actually the guys whom I'm working with, all these guys are university students.
Okay.
Because as our motto it is, I must also look at the beauty with brains, not just beauty. Yeah, because I also want them to learn from fashion as well as from their own school. And also for the male models, I go again for the height.
And what's the basic, or at least the shortest they have to be?
The shortest for me, I go for 5'2".
5'2" for the guys, and 5'4" for the ladies.
Yeah.
All right.
Also again, I go for looks. This person must be knowing how to dress, because in my training, even though I show them how to do it, how to perfect about their dressing, at first convince me that you are a good dresser. And as I always say, fashion is the first step that makes someone to outstand. Yeah, that's all.
All right, thank you so much. As you can see, the models up with you just showing us what they got one more time. And if you are looking to be a model, whether female model, male model, you don't let anything hold you back. If you're again, you're 5'1", vakiatu iko na kaheel, 1 inch, itakupropel up. All right, and for the ladies as well, basic height ni 5'4". That I believe is the average height for most ladies, so we qualify. All right, so thank you so much, guys. We do, wish you all the best as you continue with your journeys. Model coordinator, being also an agency owner. We have been speaking with Joshua Mutunga. So in this capacity, he is a model coordinator for the Machakos Fashion Night that will be, rather the Mr. and Mrs. University Machakos that will be happening, as well as Gladys Kahuho, who is also the other coordinator. And of course, our beautiful models right there. We have Phoebe Wanjogu, who is to the left. I believe that's, I don't know which side of your screen that is. At the center, we have Jessie Ohon and Elizabeth Nzilani. Thank you so much, guys. We do wish you all the best. Namushinde, we will be championing for you guys, all right? All right, so let's just come back to this side as you just bring the conversation to an end. Maybe what would be your message to just the people out there as a whole, Machakos County? Why should they turn up for this event that will be happening this Friday?
Wow, this is beauty, brains, and fun.
Yes.
We're coming to Dundaing. Christoph will be our main artist.
Yeah.
We'll have Fred Omondi as our main host. We'll have big people like Gorse Melanga, who is our chief guest. So it's a whole package, like fun, beautiful girls will be there. So it's a whole package. Yes.
All right.
She's gone international. I wanted us to start locally.
You do the local bits.
I want to appreciate the 97s band, the guys from Machakos University. They are doing, actually, those guys, probably they will be the next Sauti Sol that we are talking about. So 97s band from Machakos University will be killing it, will be rocking that day.
Yeah.
We have the hype general himself, Nama Empire. He will be there, he'll be hyping up the entire session. We are having a guy called El Nino Ngori. He's a rapper. Yes, he's a rapper and he'll be coming to kill it on the stage. We are
Don't say
having
kill. To shut it down.
to shut it down on the stage. We're having this dance crew, Legacy dance crew.
Yeah.
They will be making moves that you've never seen. Who else have entered?
DJ Scratcher.
We have a Kuku Danger, the only man from. He always says that he comes from the biggest lineage ever, and he will be giving out a very special performance. So it is a night that is full of fun, fashion, comedy, entertainment, education. Our theme for this year is education is key.
Education.
So that is what most of the models will be trying to bring out. So come. Witness how exactly the models can be creative enough to come up with designs that portrays the education aspect. As in, I know some of them have already started thinking of some very serious creative designs that they will be showcasing that day. So that is one thing that you should be excited about. Something else that I think you should be excited about is that the event is being held in one of the most serious hotels in Machakos. The Chaka Hotel is one of the biggest hotels. It's an executive one. So people, high-end people, that's where they go. And so we are also bringing the students to that kind of life. So that is something that most of them are very excited about. There are so many things to be excited. I forgot about DJ Scratcher himself, the youngest DJ we have in Machakos. And he comes from Machakos University. He'll be on the decks that day. DJ King D.
From Churchill
From Churchill, the DJ that hosts all the Churchill activities will be rolling it down. So,
all right, so it's definitely a fun-packed evening that has been, arranged just for you to come and see the best, or rather one of the best, qualities about Machakos County. Now remember, it is the Mr. and Miss University Machakos County that will be happening this Friday at the Chaka Hotel, which is in Machakos County. There are 7 universities that we know are represented in this competition. 21 contestants will be, just taking the runway to just see who will take that crown for Mr. and Miss. It will be happening this Friday as of 6 p.m. So if you are in Machakos County, please be sure to just go there, see the best of Machakos. And if you are a vendor, I believe this would be a very good place, to just make some money. Go set up there. I believe you'll be allowing for that.
We will give out a contact for anything that is needed. So Purity will be issuing out the contact. I forgot about the issue to do with the tickets. The tickets are trading at 200 for regular and 500 for the VIP. At the gate, you'll be getting the tickets at 1,000 for VIP and 300 for the regular.
So you need to get the tickets in advance, just to save yourself a coin or two. So remember, this will be happening this Friday from 6 p.m. in Machakos County. Well, with that, we just want to wrap up the discussion here in studio. Thank you so much for just coming through, letting us know, just showcasing the best of Machakos County.
Thank you so much.
Bringing out the best, because it starts with you, the young people, to just drive the change that we are hoping to see as a nation. For more information, be sure to just follow the hashtag Miss University MKS 2019. You'll be able to get all the ticketing information. If you are a vendor and you're looking to be part of this, you will be able to get all the information that you need from just following that hashtag. They have such a fantastic online presence. Be sure to check them out. We have been speaking with Purity Letitia Mongeli. She is the co-founder of Matcha Fashion Night Crew, as well as Edward Ndari. He is also the other founder of Matcha Fashion Night Crew, better known as the MFN Crew. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much.
We do wish you all the best as hold this event. It's something that has brought change for you as well, and we do hope that you see the growth that you have been looking to see.
Sure.
Well, with that, we just want to wrap up today's discussion. Thank you so much for being part of Good Morning Kenya from 6 a.m. through now. It is 20 minutes past 9 a.m. We want to just call it a show here, put a cap on today's discussion. discussion. But be sure to join us again tomorrow. Remember, we will be having the State of the Nation address tomorrow, and we will be bringing you, just helping you understand what it's all about. We'll be having fantastic panelists in studio to just help you understand what the State of the Nation address is all about. My name is Jen Wamboy. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing. Have a lovely day, and God bless.